She is basically the fart of Transformers. Silent, but deadly.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Takara Transformers Legends Deluxe Class NIGHTBIRD Shadow. So here we are, and there she is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here you have a nice piece of artwork there of NIGHTBIRD Shadow. I like that, nothing is over inflated. On this side of the box, we have that same piece of artwork. On this side of the box, we just have a picture of the toy with the Decepticon symbol. On the back, she's all like, "Transform me!" And that mouse is still really happy about Twitter. Yay! Twitter! And on the bottom, you have Sad Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. And, of course, you get the little booklet that is included with the same piece of artwork there, and you get the little comic here. There you have that. And why are they serving drinks? Why? What? Anyway. There is a bio, if you want to read it, if you can read it. There you have that, and tech specs, if that interests you, and that's it for that. So, moving right along here, we have NIGHTBIRD Shadow, who is a repaint, slight remold of Generations RC, as you can clearly tell by the alt mode, because this is totally RC. But very nicely done. I love the paint scheme. It just looks really, really good. Very striking. Nice black and silver. The silver paint looks gorgeous. Nice Decepticon symbol right there on the hood. Nice yellow windshield right there, which looks really nice. You got purple seats. You see the dashboard. All the controls there are done in silver. It looks really, really nice. We do got some little yellow paint apps here for the tail lights, for the blinkers right there. Very, very cool. I really love the paint scheme. It just looks really, really nice. Just really nicely done. And everything underneath that you expect right there. And without the gun, if you don't have the gun plugged in there, there are these little these little tabs right here that stick out. And if you basically have her hands folded this way, basically if you have them like this, she can hold on to those. It's not like a dead solid connection, but it's just somewhere to put her hands if you're not using the gun storage there. So that's how that works. But, yeah, there you go, and, it rolls very nicely, just like the RC mold did. And, yeah, pretty cool. And just for comparison, here she is with RC. You can see the blatant differences there. One is very, very pink, and one is very, very not pink. So, there you have that. But other than that, the same mold. The only difference that is visible in alt mode is just this front section right here, because this becomes a robot mode chest. So obviously this piece is the remolded piece right here, and also this underside piece right here, which will be the robot mode, stomach and pelvis there. That's obviously a different mold. But the only thing visible in alt mode that is different is just this front piece right there. So there you have that. Now she does include all of the weapons that came with RC. She does have the two swords right here, which are exactly like the ones that came with RC. The only differences are just cast in yellow plastic, but the exact same mold. So you have that. So she does include two of those. She does come with the same guns that RC came with, the little pistol here, and here's one that came with RC. The only difference is it just doesn't have that little splash of gray paint right there. That's the only thing that's missing. But otherwise, the exact same mold. Exact same thing. So, there you have that. So that is included. And you also get the bigger gun. And here's RC's version. And as you can see, RC's version has some pink and some gray paint apps, whereas NIGHTBIRD's is just all black. So, there you have that. And she does include two new weapons, which is 2 size, and I really like these. And they're done in that transparent yellow plastic. They look really cool. They actually have some nice little details molded in there. They look very, very cool. So you get, oops, as I drop them. So you get 2 of those right there. And all of this can store in the alt mode. So with this gun, these guns store just like they do on RC. You have a tab right there, and we'll just tab into that slot right there. And it just tabs in at an angle. So just push that in. It stores right there. This gun, you just push it into this slot right here, which is always really, really tight. And then you can take the hands, and the hands can then hold on to those tabs on the sides, like that, like that. And you have that going on. And I don't have this pushed in all the way. I try not to push it in all the way because this is very, very tight, and I'm going to have problems getting this back out now. But there you go. And that's how that stores underneath the car. And the swords and the sides you can plug wherever you want. You can plug these in on the sides. Or you can just plug them in here. The instructions have it set up this way. But of course, you can display this however you wish. I think they actually have them pointed backwards here in the instructions. But again, that's just what the instructions say. You can arm her up however you wish. Store this however you wish. You can store the guns up top if you want. It's all up to you. I'm undoing stuff here. There you go. There she is with all of her weapons stored on her alt mode. And that's stealthy. That's stealthy right there. Ninja. Anyway, so let's just get right down to transformation, shall we? Let's just take all this stuff off. Take that off. Unplug this gun right here. Whoops. Come back here. Come back here. Remove that. Remove this gun now if I can. Ah! Yeah, it's really, that is super, super tight. Ah! Wow. So, there you have that. So, let's get down to transformation. So, first thing you want to do is you want to come back here and raise up this whole back section. It just tabs in right behind the little hip panels here. Bring that up. Fold that in like that. Take the legs. Fold them down. If you already have this mold, there's nothing new here in the transformation, the exact same transformation. Bring the legs down and then bring the hips in. Like that. Flip up her feet. And there you have her lower body done. Pan up here. And you take this section here, you raise that up. You untab this right here. Bring the arms down. Then you take this whole assembly here and bring it back and down, and see these little hooked pieces right here will go over these bars. Just bring it down, hook it over, and then bring that whole chest and pelvis section down, tab that into place, bring her head back, that will tab in right there, finish off the collar. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Whee! We're done. So they have NIGHTBIRD Shadow in her robot mode. And it looks cool. I definitely think this works very, very well for NIGHTBIRD. Looks really, really nice. Very cool. Again, the silver paint on this is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. Getting close here on the new head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. Looks really cool. And there's even some detailing around her eyes to make it look like her eyes are like furrowed. And it just, very nicely done. The silver paint, like I said, looks gorgeous. The purple looks good. Really, really well done. Light piping is, it kind of works. It's not, you know, really, really bright, but it's there. But yeah, all around very nicely done. The new chest section looks really nice. You get the midsection here done in purple with the yellow. Looks really good. And everything else is just the RC mold that we've already seen before. Of course, she does still have the big backpack, but again, doesn't really work for NIGHTBIRD, but hey, it is what it is. But still very, very cool. Articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint with lots of nice wiggly-waggly movements. You can tilt her head quite far. You get little bit of downward movement. She can't look pretty much all the way up. She's like, squirrel! That squirrel is way too high. That's, anyway. Move that down. The shoulders are on a ball joint. You get a bicep swivel. Nice full range of movement there at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist, unfortunately. Nothing at the waist. Legs can go forward. They can go back, only about that much, and then the backpack starts getting in the way. Outward movement is not a lot, unfortunately. You can kind of, if you use the transformation joint, you can kind of get a little more movement out of it, but then things start looking a little bit weird. But it's an option. You do get a swivel above the knee. You get nice full range of movement at the knee. Lots of nice knee bending action going on there, and the feet can pivot up and down. So there you have that. And if I can get her to stand, you stand. You stand like a lady, like a ninja lady. And of course you can arm her up with all of her weapons. You can have her holding her guns, holding her swords, holding the sais. Totally up to you. She does still have the thing where she has the little, see that little ridge on her hand. So that does keep the guns from going all the way down and her holding them properly. On RC, I was able to actually push things past that point, so she can still hold them properly. But on this one, it's really hard to actually get them pushed past that point, and it's actually worrying me that I'm going to like start breaking something, so I'm not trying to force it. If that really bothers you that much, you could just take, you know, a sharp knife and just trim that down. That could fix that problem. So, unfortunately, it does affect how she holds the swords as well. This doesn't quite hold them right, but again, that's just the way the mold is. Which I think they actually did fix that. I don't know if I don't know what version came first. I don't know if this version with the ledge on the hand came first, or the one that had the totally open hand came first. I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg. The eternal question. Which came first, the open palm or the ledged palm? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Because the one I got was the one with the ledge, so. But apparently some people did get theirs with the totally open hand that didn't have that ledge on it. So I don't know how that worked out, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, the one cool thing about the sais, though, is that the sais are actually made to accommodate the little ledge on her hands, because as you can see in the handle there, the handle actually does taper right there towards the bottom. So you can plug this into her hand, and it will actually sit properly, and she can hold it properly, and that's nice because it's proper, the way things are supposed to be held properly. I just like saying properly. Anyway, so let's just kind of get everything stored on her here. Now, the way the instructions have it, let's kind of do everything per the instructions right now. But of course, your toy, you can display it however you wish. Give her the swords right there, and the size. Do have those tabs on the sides there. You can plug those on her forearms. And again, this is how the instructions have her all armed up. Right there. Of course, the backpack that's kind of getting in the way of you plugging these things into her forearms here. There you go. And that's basically how the instructions tell you to arm her up. Right there. But me personally, how I'm going to display her is, I'm not going to display her with this. I'm not going to display her with this. Not even going to display her with these. No, I'm not going to display her with these. This is all the weapons she needs, as far as I'm concerned. This is all she needs right here. Just give her a size, and she's good to go. That's what I'm doing. That's how I roll. That's how NIGHTBIRD rolls. That's right. There you go. Now that, to me, works perfectly. So there you go. But yeah, really, really cool figure. Now for comparison, here she is with RC. So you can see her alongside the original version of the mold here. And of course you can see, you know, the obvious differences being the coloration, and of course the new head and the new chest piece right there. As you can see, pink, not so pink, 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 not so pink. So there you have that. And just because here she is with Combiner Wars Prime, so you can see how she scales with him right there. And here she is with Hegemon. So you kind of want to get more of a G1 thing going on there. There she is with Hegemon. I think that works best. But, yeah, anyway, as far as Nightbird Shadow goes, I think she's a very cool figure. I love the paintwork on her. The paint is just gorgeous. The silver paint looks great. The purple looks great. You know, there are some bits of unpainted gray plastic, but obviously those are, you know, hinges and whatnot that they don't want to mess with because that paint will end up kind of getting grinded off anyway, so they figured, okay, just not paint it at all. Which does kind of break things up a little bit, but it doesn't bother me that much, and what silver paint is there just looks gorgeous, so I think really, really well done. And, oh, just for one more little comparison here she is with Slipstream and Black Arachnia right there. As you can see how they all look together. And there you go. And Black Arachnia just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb because she came during an era where Deluxe toys were a bit bigger. So, so there you have that. But yeah, again, as far as Nightbird goes, very cool figure. I like it. I love her new weapons. Overall, I think this works. I think the RC mold definitely does work for this character, and it just looks really, really good. So I dig it. I dig it very much. I was originally going to pass on these three figures. You know, at first I didn't really have much interest in them, but then I started looking at pictures, and I was like, you know what? They actually do look really cool. I think I'm gonna buy them and give them a try and see how they are. And you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with all three of them. I think they're all really well done. You know, again, my only thing with Slipstream is I just wish they fixed the little heel problems. And I know there's a fix for it on Shapeways, but I'm just that kind of person. It's like, if I need to buy something to make a toy work, then that just means it just doesn't work. So, you know, for me, it's like, why am I going to waste the money? But, you know, either way, though, Nightbird is really cool. I do quite dig it. It's cool to have representation of this character from the G1 cartoon because I know there was, I think, a third-party version came out, but I never picked it up. But I think this is really well done. So, there you go. So, if you would like a Nightbird Shadow of your own, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my Classics and Generations playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's pretty much it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Takara Transformers Legends Deluxe Class Nightbird Shadow, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud, palm in your face! Finally, I have a weapon that even the Autobots cannot resist. Feminine Charm. Deadly Feminine Charm.
Who has been there to want to know what love is? Who has been there to wants you to show him? Who has been there to want to feel what love is?
And I know, and I know, and I know.
Who has been there to wants you to show him?
Deadly Feminine Charm.